Hello, this is Kurtis from Portfolio 123. I'd just like to show you how to use the Earnings Center, seeing that now we're in earnings season. So just go ahead and click on the earnings. Now this is, I should mention, included in your free Portfolio 123 account. There's tons of cool free features. I encourage you, sign up for it. It's free. You get fact-set data. You get all kinds of stuff. Just sign up for it. So here you're looking at the upcoming earnings. Now some of this is pretty standard. What are the earnings that are coming up over the next week? You have things such as market cap, earnings, and sales expectations. Whenever the earnings and sales are released, that'll show up along with the surprise. Nothing super special there. Here you can filter it by universe. So we have all stocks USA. If you want to just focus on the S&P 500, maybe the Russell 2000, you can do that as well. You can just look at stocks that are in your trading account. You can create a custom watch list. Here's a feature I like, by screen. So maybe I have a certain screen that I really like, and I build hundreds of screens in Portfolio 123. Look for one called Stable Value S&P 500. So here we see Delta Airlines. Just have a look at that. That's coming up with earnings. So I'm going to click on the name Delta Airlines. It's going to take me to another spot, which also, this is all free in Portfolio 123 as well. You can look at a chart, some headlines, a basic snapshot of the data, some ratios that maybe you'll find interesting. Short interest looks low. You can look at the Banish M-score, earnings manipulation, looks unlikely. Petrosky F-score, that's not very good. Okay, scroll down. These little charts are good where you can look at the change in earnings estimates. So we have for the current quarter, looks like it sort of is downtrending a little bit and popped up recently in the last month. Although with next quarter, looks like it's sort of still trending down. And then the current year and the next year. All right, that's not the part that I find interesting. You have technical charts, nothing new here. You can just do a simple plotting of some basic technical analysis. This is what I like, fundamental chart. So in the fundamental chart, maybe you've signed up to Y-Charts in the past or some other charting service. You can be looking at hundreds of dollars a month. And this is based on fact-set institutional data, and you get this free. At least back in the last, I think, maybe 1 or 2 years, you get trailing you can look at for free with Portfolio 123. So super good deal for that. But there's a new feature that they built out, all kinds of different charts that you can look at. I like this one called 3-year history. So for example, let's look at price to sales versus 3 years. So it's going to plot what it is now versus using price at 3-year median price to sales. And so it'll kind of calculate whether the price that it's trading at now, look at this bar here, if it's in the green, then it's considered undervalued in relation to the 3-year median price to sales ratio. And then here is overvalued. So you can see sort of on the price chart, that seemed like a sensible time to buy. Overvalued, undervalued. And you can do that for any stock using all kinds of different, let's just type in Microsoft. You can see where in the green zone, using the price to sales ratio 3 years, it actually signaled some pretty good buy signals. And you can do that, of course, if you want to do it with earnings, same thing. Or with, well, you get the point. Projected sales, whatever metric you want to use. I really like that little feature. So we also have another interesting feature. We're on Microsoft now. Okay, fine. Where it gives you the rank. So a ranking system, it puts in all kinds of factors according to a theme. So we've got some different ones here. Portfolio 123 is giving you like a combination where they mix together momentum, low volatility, growth, earnings quality, and so forth. You can have, this is a pure growth multi-factor ranking system. So what this is doing is it's ranking Microsoft against all the other stocks in the S&P 500 as regards growth. a bunch of factors. So you can see that it's ranking very high. It looks like it's ranking like about 87, 88. So this is another helpful feature. Let's just look at value. Ooh, very low in the value department. Sentiment, it's quite high. Earnings quality, it's some of the absolute highest in the S&P 500. Momentum, it's recently popped up, of course. Low volatility, it's middling. All right, so that's a feature that I really like, because you might want to look at how it ranks against other stocks in its universe. And of course, you can change it if you don't want to compare it against stocks in the S&P 500. Maybe you want to compare it against stocks in the Russell 3000. Well, you can do that as well. There's some customization here. There's all kinds of different panels that you can look at, and you can add whatever you want to it. So that's just one way that I use the Earning Center. And remember, you can get this for free. There's no reason why you shouldn't do it. High quality data at no cost with that cool little chart where you can actually time some of your buy and sells based on relative valuation.